saw in that video just how much bare ground there is out there. And it's
I know,
soggy.
a really lack of snow, and we've gotten so much rain over the past couple of days and like in the previous weeks as well that just the ground is just so muddy too. I've had to wear my like winter muck boots, which are a little warm for how like spring-like the temperatures are, but otherwise I'm just gonna sink into the ground. You know, I used to use them to get my horse out of the turnout in the springtime when it was muddy, and right now I'm using them to walk to work. So they have multiple purposes. So yeah, we did have a little bit of sunshine earlier today if you were in coastal Maine, though in northern Maine up here, we're still seeing rain throughout much of the day, and that rain is going to continue to overspread much of the state over the next couple of hours, overnight and into tomorrow. Now this system has a lot more moisture to work with than the one that went through earlier this week. So we are going to have both more rain and it's going to last a bit longer too. So because of that, we do have some flood watches in effect. This is in those areas with the darker green color, so western Maine through southern New Hampshire. And then in that lighter green color is some flood warnings, and that has to do with some of the rivers and where we could see some more flooding in those locations. So as we get a little bit later this evening, this is Wednesday at 6 p.m., we start to see the moisture from the cold front to our north starting to phase with the moisture from a coastal system to our south. And eventually those are going to get close enough together where rain is going to overspread much of the state. Now overnight tonight it is going to be cold enough in northern Maine where we are going to see a switch from the rain to kind of that like heavy wet snow, which can accumulate a couple of inches. I would really say kind of Millinocket and north. Elsewhere in the state is going to be really too warm to see anything but rain. Now, since I mentioned that this system has a lot more moisture associated with it, that means we're going to see a lot more heavy rain, especially late overnight tonight. So after midnight, I would say, this is Thursday at 1 a.m., we start to see those yellow and orange colors begin to move into southern Maine. That's where we're going to see some heavy rain overnight, continuing into tomorrow morning. This is Thursday at 5 a.m. Starting to see that rain snow line move to about just south of Millinocket, still north of the Bangor area though. Then that heavy rain moves into down east Maine, and by a little bit before lunchtime, I would say on Thursdays, when we're going to start to see things clear up a little bit, our showers become a bit more scattered since we're going to see consistent rain overnight. Especially closer to the coast is where we're going to see those showers last the longest. And then it's still going to be a bit dreary throughout the rest of the day Thursday, but it is going to be a little bit drier in comparison to the overnight hours. But as that system moves offshore, we have a high pressure moving in and things look really nice for Friday. Plenty of sunshine, though Friday and Saturday are going to be a little bit cooler because of that high pressure. But then we have another system moving in for the day of Sunday. So we'll start to see some increase in clouds on Saturday, but I would say Saturday is still a pretty nice day. So in terms of the snowfall, I would say about maybe a couple of inches up in northern Maine. Really Millinocket north is where you see most of the snow from overnight tonight. And then rainfall accumulations, I would say about an inch to an inch and a half, which is more than we saw from this system yesterday, which gave us about half an inch here in Portland. So once that system moves out of our area, we have high pressure Friday, Saturday, and then another system moves in for Sunday. Now, this one is going to be the strongest of the three, so it'll be our best chance for mountain snow, but it's also going to be our best chance of coastal flooding because the tides are going to be high. So here's this model's simulation. It does have this rain snow line a little bit too far south in my opinion, and this will be throughout the day on Sunday. So it's going to be not a very nice day there. Lots of wind and then rain along the coastline and then some of that snow up north. So future snowfall, I would say a bit more in terms from this storm, especially in the mountains. Marine forecasts got that gale warning in effect for Thursday, Friday. And in terms of our 7-day forecast, still being very, very spring-like, but a lot of rain coming in over the next couple of days, especially Thursday. We get a little bit of a break, Brian and Amanda, and then we have another system moving in for Sunday. So hold on to your hats.
This is the cycle this week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dana.